Namaste, namaste. Everybody welcome. Welcome to another video with the art of the word, and I am from the heart. Freedom. Freedom for all. We don't speak about freedom today. We all want to be free. We all want to be free. But sometimes people who have most money and most fame, and they appear that they have most freedom, they are not free. They are in prison. And sometimes a saint living in India who has nothing is completely free. What's the freedom? I was speaking these days relating to, if you want to be free, you have to set yourself free from others, and you have to set others free from yourself. What this means? This means that I am who I am from the heart. I am free to do what my heart desires. I trust and I have faith in my heart, and I do what is in my heart freely. To be free means to be uniquely you, authentically. Not people-pleasing, not pretending, not hiding something, not being afraid, but expressing yourself as your heart desire, moving free in this world as your heart desires. Freedom. And whatever takes your freedom away, saying no to things that doesn't feel right to you. That's freedom. To be free, to be yourself, authentically, you. And do what is in your heart, unapologetically, without the approval of others. No approval is needed but the approval of your heart. And to fly free, to be yourself from the heart. You can never fly free if you don't set others free. We are the colors of the rainbow. We are unique in our nature, in our perception, in our level of consciousness, in our way of perception, in our way of expression, in our color, in our unique action and what we do in this world, our unique gifts. We are designed to be, and we have to be free. And we have to set others to be free. You be you. To be free means that I am myself, authentic individual self, in my true color, unique, unapologetically shining, with no shame, with no guilt, with no need for approval from the heart, flying free. And to let you be, and let everyone be, free in your energy, as I'm free in my energy. You can be who you want to be. You can do what you want to do from the heart. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but if you violate my energy, I'm very sensitive, and in my energy, in my freedom, you try to do what I don't like. I set you free. I remove such people. I don't resent them, I don't hate, I do nothing. I love them unconditionally and I set them free. They can be free, but they are disturbing me. They can be free in their own dimension and their own freedom. I will not obstruct their freedom, I just protect my freedom. So, but I am myself, authentically, from the heart, who I am. And I know that I am. And I cannot be no other, and I need no approval. I don't care if people accept, if believe. I'm free to be myself from the heart, and to set you to be free, as unique as you are. Like, if I do what I want to do, and I can't tell you what to do. I want to be free to do what my heart desires, so you are free to do what your heart desires, to be who you want to be, to follow the spirituality you want to follow, to practice the spiritual practices and develop spiritual gifts that are in your heart, to connect with spiritual tradition and heritage and the tools that feels right to you, to read the books it feels right to you, to do what is in your heart, to write, to create, to cook, to take care of nature, to take care of people, whatever. You are free. And it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. In this fucking world. In this fucking world. If I can express myself so nicely. It's true. In this fucking world. When people are calling people who are different and unique and authentic and act differently. Like, crazy as that I am. Just different. They calling those people clowns. This is a tragedy of this world. This is not a joke. To call people clowns for being different and unique and authentic in their nature is the tragedy of this world. It's not a joke. Not a joke. Because in your uniqueness, in your authenticity, in what feels right to you, in that crazy weirdness. Weirdness means to be free, to be... People tell you you are a joker, you are a clown, you are a weirdo, you are crazy. Why? Crazy means to be free. Normal means to be in the cage of others. Normal means to be in the cage of others. Normal as everyone else. You should do what everyone is doing. You should act like everyone is doing. You should behave like everyone is doing. And if you're not, if you're doing something else, if you're different, and if you perceive and express yourself differently, if you have different behavior, different truth, and you're doing something completely different than others, they call you crazy. They call you weird. But to be crazy and to be weird is to be free. I give you my word. To be crazy and to be weird is to be free. To be free as I am. I'm so free that I don't shave. I don't cut hair. I am as that I am. That I am. From the heart growing. Everything. I'm free. Free to do what my heart desires. Smoke a little weed. Because it's nice. I don't need it, but I love Mary Jane. She never complains. And you have to know what feels right to you. What hurts you. What imprisons you. What sets you free. What you love. I love to do this video. I love to write, but more I do this video because when I write, a little bit it's difficult. But when I speak, then I can give you my word. To be free, who you are. Let nobody judge you. Everyone is free, and you are free. To be crazy. And if somebody is different, if they are not like you, don't judge them, don't try to change them, don't... In this way you imprison yourself. Now you are not free. You want them to be different because you are not free yourself. No. Accept others as they are. Don't judge anyone. Everyone has free will. Free will is prime directive of the source in this world. And everyone has free will. And source gives karma, gives results. We are not here to judge anyone, to change anyone. If we want to change somebody, we are offended with somebody and disturbed, we are not free ourselves. We want to control others. To set you free means to set myself free, not to control anyone. To set everyone free as their heart desires to be, in their true nature. To accept when they say no. To accept their free will, how they feel. And then to those who do not resonate with you, don't be attached. Don't try to change them. Don't try to force your will upon them. When I love you, then I want you to feel right. I don't want you to feel imprisoned by doing something for me. If I love you, I want you to feel good. And if you don't want to do something, I don't want to change you. And in this way, when we accept others unconditionally, who they are, whatever they do, whatever they like, if they choose no, if they choose yes, if we respect their energy or their free will, we respect their freedom, now we set ourselves free. We have set ourselves free now. Yeah. When you set others free, you set yourself free. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. We don't have to change anybody. We don't have to control anyone. We just have to be ourselves from the heart, who we really are, and be free. To be free in who we are, working on ourselves, working on our purpose, doing what we love from the heart in this world, and take care for our own freedom and bless others to be unique and authentic in their freedom as they want to be. Never try to change them, never know better for them, never try to lecture them, never try to make them feel guilty that they don't do what you want them to do, never try to force something upon them, but accept their freedom, and that's love. And now we have freedom. Now we can be free. We just are who we are from the heart, and we accept others to be who they are. And in this way, no one in this world, in third dimension, we are not free, because what is in our mind, our false self. We want to control others, change others, consume energy of others. That's not freedom. And others want to control us, consume energy from us, change us. And in this way, what is happening, beloveds? What is happening in this way? Nobody is free, because they are not free themselves within. They are controlling others, and others are controlling them. Energy consumptions, attachments. No freedom. We have to set ourselves free from attachments. Like I said, you be you, who you are. And don't change for anyone. Be who you are from the heart. Do what is in your heart unapologetically, with no shame, with no guilt. And let no one change you. You need approval of no one but your heart. Set yourself free. And whatever the relationship and people do not feel right, set them free, away from you. Attachment is root cause of pain, whoever they are. They are their family, best friends, husband, wife. They are attachments keeping you down. Sorry. You don't try to change anyone. You don't try to change anyone. Everyone is free to be whatever they want to be in their dimension, in their truth. What you have to do, beloved angel, is you can only do this. You can walk away. If you feel that somebody is not like in the relationship doing what you want to please you, if they don't make you feel right, if you want them to change, you actually don't love them. You are just attached to the idea of them that they are actually no more. That's why you cannot change. You will not change yourself. You will not suffer in this situation. But set yourself free and set them free. Don't try to change anyone. Don't try to control anyone and force. But unconditional love and freedom, this is not working. I will not change and suffer in this situation. I don't want to change you. You are free as I am. Thank you. And that's unconditional love that parts. To set everyone free as you are free. How beautiful it is. But why we are not free? Why we are not free, huh? There's something else also. Why we control others, why we allow others to control us, why we depend on energy of others, why we need approval of others, why we think we owe something to others, we have to please them. Why we try to change and control others, take freedom from others, and why we allow others to take freedom away from ourselves and try to control us. That's the real. What I was speaking just now, how to be free, who you are, from the heart, unapologetically, from the heart, doing what you love, with no fear, with no approval for others, not trying to change, not trying to please anyone, to be yourself and to let others be who they are and bless them in their uniqueness and authenticity. This is not possible. This is not possible in third dimensional consciousness. Why? Because what is freedom? Freedom is to be who you truly are from the heart and let others be and shine in your own color. with no shame, with no guilt, with power, healed, not depending on anyone but your own energy, your own truth, and trusting and having faith in who you are and what you do, and allowing others to be who they are and bless them. You know, it's not possible in third-dimensional consciousness, because what we are getting free actually of, we are getting actually free of our false self, of our false self, matrix self, of our false self, matrix self, which is actually the mind, which is actually the matrix that you are pretending to be, that is pretending to be you, negative thoughts. Mind matrix programmed by past life and this life traumas, by past life and this life traumas, by beliefs, by everything that happened, by past experiences. Cage that covered the bird, the unknown bird that you are, like Lalonde sung. Oh, how does the unknown bird fly in and out in its cage? If I knew, I would catch the bird by its feet and put the feathers of my heart around its feet. I'll catch that unknown bird. I'll put the feathers of my heart around her feet. But I cannot. How does the unknown bird fly in and out in its cage? He said the cage is broken. It's broken up like raw bamboo. The bird is free. A jar bird is free. And like I said, with past programming, past experiences, matrix in the mind, all the traumas were created. We traumatized and had fears, jealousy, envy, control, attachments. Then you have control, expectations, fear of losing. Our beliefs, our lack consciousness, our survival mode. It's the false self, it's the matrix thinking you. It's not you. It's not you. It's the matrix thinking you. And that's the cage. And that's the cage that it's around the unknown bird that you are, the freedom in the wind. And we identify ourselves with the cage, with our mind, with our fears, with our beliefs, with our programs, with our attachments, with our experiences, with our jealousy, blame. And how can you be free? What I was speaking in the first part of the video, you have to be free of your cage, of your false self, matrix avatar, which is not you, in order to set yourself free, to be who you are from the heart. Unapologetically do what is in your heart, trust what is in your heart, have faith, and be unique and authentic in this world, with no shame, with no guilt. Yeah, you have to free yourself, because look, your fears, like in survival mode and old programmings in lacks, are actually, your fears are preventing you to go after that love that you know that is yours, that you know that it is written to follow your heart, because you are afraid of the unknown. Your fears are preventing you to express yourself, your real truth, and then you pretend, you people please, you don't really show yourself, you don't really do what is in your heart in this world, because your fears, what will people think, if they will accept. That's why we don't follow our dreams. We rather go into the old known matrix life, which is secured suffering in a cage. Our fear and our old programming, like security and lack, fears are stronger. But to follow the heart means to have courage, to walk on the air, and to trust that your faith and your trust is to hold you up on your wings so you can fly free. Like, how can you be? And then you don't follow your dreams because you're afraid. Then the mind is giving you all the scenarios, what will go wrong, why will go wrong, all the worst case scenarios if you go follow your heart, and that possibilities that are open for you. The mind will tell you everything will go wrong and will serve only the worst case scenarios that are possible to happen. And then you don't do it. And if you don't love yourself, that's the false self. If you think you are guilty of something, that you owe something to people, that you have to please people, that you are a bad person, you are not good enough, you don't love yourself, then you will never express yourself who you are and your truth from the heart and create, because you will always think you're not good enough, people will judge you, that you will displease them, that you owe them something. You will never be free. And people, because you don't love yourself, because you have guilt and shame, and you think you're a bad person, then people will expect from you, exploit you, want things from you, and you will go against your heart, and you will do it constantly, because you don't want to be a bad person. You don't want to, because they think you owe them something. You don't want to be a bad person, not to give them that. Not self-love, then they can control you. Feeling guilty, feeling shame, feeling not good enough. And now they can control you. They can expect from you. And that's not freedom. Because when you don't love yourself, your mind is your enemy, when you feel guilty and you feel shame, then you cannot say no to people. They expect something from you. Gimme, do this for me, do that. But you think I'm a bad person, I'm a villain. If I don't do, I have to do. And then people will exploit you. People will expect things for you. People will try to change you. People will manipulate you because you don't love yourself. You need their approval, and you have no power within you. And attachments. You cannot be free because you are attached on that person, attached on these things. And actually, attachment is the root cause of pain. It's not giving you any pleasure, but because of the attachment, you remain in work, you remain in relationships, you remain in situations with friends, you are keeping up with shit. And you can never set yourself free because you are attached to something and somebody, and in order to set yourself free, you have to get rid of that attachment. But you don't, because in false self, we depend on the energy of others to feel fulfilled ourselves, not me. We're speaking we, unity consciousness. I'm speaking we for unity consciousness. But these things I teach, in example, I'm free myself. Our traumas. Our traumas, whatever was happening in past, our false self, it's preventing us to follow our dreams, preventing us to go after love we were hurt in past, preventing us to all the doors that are open. Freedom is scary. Attachments. You're attached. This person to that person, they are keeping you in a matrix. Depleting you of energy is not good. You don't feel right. But you say, I love them. I have to be there for them. I'll be a bad person if I leave them. They only make me suffer. No, you are attached. When you think you owe something to somebody. There's only God in you. Only source that I am you. Only source in your heart that I am you. I don't like to use the word God because it was used for wrong purposes through ages. Had really the inclination. Source, love. Yeah, there's only source in you, and you have to free yourself. Like I got this meme, the one with no gender, the one is not bound, the one there's anything. At the day of the reckoning of your soul, if you depend on another heart, yourself has betrayed yourself. You cannot depend on anyone. Others have free will. They may go in complete darkness and they don't want to rise. They will pull you down to the lowest dimensional experience because of your attachment. They may be happy one day, they may be unhappy one day. You cannot control others. And if you are attached and you depend on energy of others to feel happiness and feel fulfilled within yourself, this will be very rarely. Because they have their own problems, they have their own issues, they will not give you that love that you expect. Attachment. But then you feel like depleted, in low state of consciousness, you feel sad, you have anything but love, there's much drama, much emotional tragedy, but you are keeping yourself in that situation because of attachment. So the real cage, real matrix is the mind. It's always serving worst case scenarios, darkness of its mind, fears, warning you worst case scenarios, not loving you, thinking you're not good enough, projecting out things about others that are just in your mind that has nothing to do with anyone, telling you what to be afraid, and depending on energy of others. So the real freedom is enlightenment. Real freedom. I mean, you can have millions and millions of dollars, but if you are not free, if you have shame and guilt, people can exploit you, people can control you, people will take all your fortune. You will end up prisoner in your own mansion of those people. And all the money that you get will only imprison you. And if you are not free, you don't love yourself, if you're traumatized, you have guilt and shame and addictions and like this, you want to numb it, you may get $1 million. You will not set yourself free. You maybe go much prostitutions, much casino, much drugs, and after you use the money, you end up in a hospital, in a healing place, for healing the drug abuse, and you're traumatized, maybe even in mental institution, maybe even something worse. So the money didn't make you happy, didn't make you free. Sometimes the richest men in the world that have billions and billions, they are prisoners of their mansion. They just count their money, but they cannot do anything. They have no time. They don't trust anyone. They don't have faith in anyone. They are such prisoners of the prison they created, but they have a lot of money. Many times you see superstars who are rich, living a good life, but they tell you how depressed they are, how alone they feel, that they have suicidal thoughts, that is suffering. Like Jim Carrey said, when I was not rich, I thought when I'll be rich, I'll be free, I'll be happy. I had something to hope for. And he said poor people are very in good position because they can live in hope that when they get rich, they'll be happy and free. But when I got rich, my freedom was gone. I didn't know who my friends were. I was more lonely than ever. I had a lot of money, but I had depression and anxiety, he said. And now I could not hope what can I hope for anything better? When you reach, like, you have issues within you like he had, and you reach that money, reach that fame, and then you realize that you are in greater prison, and that you suffer within, and that you are not happy, you just have a lot of money, and you feel even more empty, and now you cannot hope for nothing higher. And that's why he said, that's why I start working on myself, that's why I start spiritually working on myself to heal, because there was nothing higher. It didn't make me happy. It made me only more unhappy. That's what Jim Carrey said. And that's it. It will not give you freedom. But when you can free yourself from your false self, heal your traumas, go over your fears, lose your beliefs, lose your mind, and make your home your mansion. Live in a heart. When you can feel, when you can let go and heal of your attachments, you free yourself from the matrix false avatar, the mind programming that covered you. That's actually the cage that you think that you are, but you are not that cage thinking. It is not knowing. Those who feel, they know in the heart. Love, enlightenment. You are free from your traumas. You are healed. You are free from attachments, free of your mind, free of karma with people. What is karma? Karma is actually everybody is controlling one another, expecting from one another, consuming energy of one another, trying to change one another, and nobody is free to be themselves. Like, this is an example. Somebody is controlling him, manipulating him, changing him, draining of his energy, and he tries to control somebody else, drains him of their energy, try to change them, manipulate them. Other think that he owes something to him and try to control him. He thinks others owe something to him, and nobody is free. That's karma. That's karma, just attachments. Karma is not being free because others always control you and change you against your heart, and not allowing others to be free. Expect from them, try to change them, try to control them, act like you are guilty, like they owe something, like they are guilty, like they owe something to you. And that's like, this world, nobody is free. Somebody else is controlling and trying to change him. He's controlling and trying to change and manipulate somebody else. And that's freedom of karma. Freedom of karma is when I'm free to be myself from the heart, as I am, unapologetically. No one can tell me what to do. I am my own truth. No one can change my truth. No one can change my haircut, no one can change my color, no one can change my craziness, no one can change the unique and authentic way that I am. That's freedom of karma. And to be able to say yes when you feel yes from the heart, and do what is in your heart, and say no unapologetically to what is not in your heart, what it feels not right to you. When you're free of karma, halfway. You set yourself free to be you, to do what is in your heart and say no, regardless what others expect and they think that you owe to them. But then also on the other side, you have to set others to be free, who they are, to be free as the birds, from the heart, do what their heart desires. If they are different than you don't understand it. You honor and celebrate their uniquenesses and differences because you are free to be unique and different in your crazy, unique truth. And if others are different, you accept it and you celebrate it because you want them to be free. Because if you set others free, you set yourself free. Yeah. And I say, if you feel like no for any reason, you say no to anyone who expects something. And in the same way, if you want to be free of karma, you have to be free of all resistance. Whatever is not working now, whoever is not with you, whoever is not giving you that love, whatever is not coming in harmony and as a gift of love from others, this is not freedom. Like, to be really free, you ask somebody, can you do this for me, with me, and they say no. Freedom is to respect their free will, to understand they are free in their heart, and if they would say, if they would mean yes, if they would want to do this, if they would be able to do this, if this is what they are here to do, they would say yes. But they said no, and this means that they don't feel like doing it for the reason which is in their unique nature. And in order to set myself free, I have to unapologetically accept if others tell me no. That means, no, you don't have to explain yourself to me. You don't owe me nothing. Your free will and your freedom is sacred to me. If you wanted to do this, you would say yes from the heart. You would jump. And I want you to be happy because I want to do something for you that make us both happy. I love you. So just because you said no, it's enough. Your free will, it's enough for me to accept your first answer. Freedom is love. Freedom is love, beloved angels. Freedom is love. And love cannot control you. Love sets you free. Love is a gift of love from the heart. And to love you means to set you free. You set me free to be who I am. If I tell you I don't do messenger, just accept. Messenger is something that is like suffering for me. Really. You know? That's freedom. To accept, that's freedom. And to accept, when you say no, never try to change, but to respect your free will, because if you wanted to say yes, you would say yes from the heart in joy. And freedom is love. If I love you, I want you to be happy. I want you to do with me what makes you happy, what feels right to you. And if I love you, it has to feel right to you. You have to be happy with doing it. When you say no, it's not who you are. It's not your freedom. And if I still try to control you, force you, and I act guilty because you didn't do this to me, for me, now taking your freedom away. Now I'm controlling your energy. It's like, I don't care for who you are. I don't care what you want to do in your heart. This is not love. This is only using you as an object of satisfaction to get from you what I want selfishly. And if you say no, and you stand in your no, then they try to make you feel guilty. And they try to make like you owe them something, yeah, you're a bad person. And that means these people don't love you. They don't set you free. Actually, all what they do, they actually just want something selfishly from you. They don't care if you want to give it. They don't care if you feel like it. They don't care if this is who you are from the heart. They say, I love you. How can you be this bad person that you didn't do this for me? Like to my mother, my uncle said, if you will not sign these papers, I will never talk to you again. I told to my mother, I will not talk to him again. Actually, a few words. Because, Mama, he doesn't love you. He doesn't care how you feel. He doesn't care what you want to do with what is yours. He only cares to get from you what he selfishly wants. He doesn't care how you feel, if it feels totally wrong to you. I said, he's threatening that you will lose him, that he will not speak to you. But you don't need him. He doesn't love you. He just selfishly wants something from you to control you. He actually needs you. He needs something from you. You don't need him. Don't speak to him again. Give him what he asked for. Only give him that signature. Give him what he asked for. Don't speak to him, because this is what he never wanted. Because he only wanted to control you, to manipulate you, to change your will. And like threatening, you will never speak to me again if you will not do what I want for me now. And give me that. You should say, you don't love me. If you would love me, you would care what is in my heart. You only care to selfishly get what you want, even if I don't want to give it. You don't love me. You don't love me. So, let us not speak. I set you free to be free, but you want to control me. No. We have to set ourselves free from our false self matrix avatar, and we have to set ourselves, we have to set others to be free, to respect their free will, because this is freedom. Freedom means to love you who you are and respect the gift of your love. If it's not coming, it's not who you are. Love is a gift that can come only from the freedom of the wind, freely given in the joy of the heart. When you want to control and force and make it happen, that's not love. You're just trying to imprison somebody. They are just object that you get something from. No. We have to be free ourselves to be who we are. And in this way we have to heal our false self. And we have to unconditionally be ourselves from the heart, what it feels right every moment, and say no to what doesn't feel right, and say yes, 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 what it feels right. And we have to accept others as unique as they are, like I said. If they say no, they mean no, and we drop it. And in this way, when no one has no expectations, no conditions, no one tries to control anyone, no one depending on anyone, no one tries to force something from others, act like they owe something for others, try to change them. In this world, everyone is being themselves, free from the heart as they choose, unapologetically healed, minding their own business to be free. I have no time to imprison others. I am free as a bird. And then in this world, people are different and unique as we all are, and we all are free. And because everybody is taking care for themselves, minding their own business, their own freedom, they set others free, and they bless them to be who they are and celebrate their uniqueness and differences, and respect their free will, a choice of the heart, as source respects. Free will is prime directive of the source. And in this world, we are like colors of the rainbow that are fighting, trying to control and overpower each other, manipulate each other, take this color out. But the new word, it's freedom. Freedom is, and what is freedom? Freedom is a rainbow. We all are different and unique to shine in our true, authentic color, unapologetically from the heart. And we celebrate colors of others, their uniqueness, and we honor them. And in this way, we accept each other in fullness and completion with our differences and uniqueness. As I'm free to be myself, unique as I am, crazy as that I am, you are free to be yourself, as unique as you are and crazy as you are. So, this is it for today. Be free as I am, but be you. And if we see you tomorrow, freedom for everyone. Thank you for watching my video. Now bell will ring. And if anybody feels like you want to support the art of the word that I am, that art of the word that I am goes on, brings you more deep diving like this video. You're so free to support my work. Every donation is so welcome, and I appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful. Without of you, I'd not be able to give one word that I am. I'll never forget you. I'm a young master starting my work with great gifts. And thank you. Without of you, my word could not work in this world. But I do, like I say, white light, quantum source, healing on everyone's, whoever offers me a donation, same day or other day. I just balance your chakras. I purify your energy. I balance you, I ground you, I fill you up with white light. I do it as a gift of your gift for me. And I'm so grateful for every single coin. And I take time. I won't talk to you. I won't give you... It's not specific. I just balance your entire body. I balance your energies. I purify out. I fill you with white light. I cannot heal you. If you are not free yourself, others control you and you're full of attachment and running on your fears and traumas, and you control others, try to change others, manipulate. I can do healing. 2 hours you will feel better. Then you're back in the matrix, feeling like shit, controlling others, others control you. But if you do that changes, you set yourself free as you set others free, and you are from the heart who you are, and you do what is in your heart and let others do what is in their heart, and you can heal yourself to completion in faith and trust in who you are, in your own light, and You can save yourself. I'm not a teacher, I only teach. Teacher is identity. You teach yourself when you listen to teachers and you implement teachings. I'm not a healer. I'm just an instrument of the badass light. And that's why. But I see miracles done through me. But there was faith. Greatest miracles on animals because they have full faith. Miracles on children. And I see on some people that nothing working because they have no faith. And some mother, I saw such miraculous healing. I was like, give me your faith, woman. What the fuck? How could you broken shoulder heal in 3 days? I made you healing in 3 days. You say your shoulder is broken. Give me your faith. And somebody had problem, no help. Because your faith, you heal yourself. We are just instruments. You teach yourself. I just teach. I teach. So, namaste. Be free as I am and set others free so we all can be free. But to really set yourself free, you have to work on yourself. You have to meditate. You have to release your false self, attachments, traumas. Heal from within. And lose the mind, live in a heart, so you can be free, and then you can be free yourself and set others free. I love you, be free as I am, and thank you. See you tomorrow, most hopefully. Namaste. I'll see if I go play flute next week, I don't know. Freedom, freedom in the matrix. We have to do everything what we can do to set ourselves free. There's no apology. No apology. Our false self is a cage. And we have to set ourselves free from the cage, break the cage, and know ourselves. In the freedom of the wind, only in the freedom of the wind, bird knows its name. And name is love. You know? Love can come to you only from the freedom of the wind. Namaste and much love, 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 love.